good people and not so good people. You decide, where you fit on that. It's your boy Cool McCain. Unfortunately, y'all, it's the season finale. Eagles Elite, season 4. As you see, it's titled "Season Wasted" because we wasted this mother freaking season. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna cut no corners. I'm not gonna sweet talk tonight. I'm gonna give it to you raw. And I believe these other three fine ladies and gentlemen up here with me, we're gonna give it to you raw. But before we get into all that, on side over here, Eagles Diva. Diva, what's going on?
What it do?
Below Diva, Key in the MFer building. And below me and beside Key, diagonal to Diva, Benny Boom Designs. What's going on, Benny?
Chilling. Much better now.
So, as y'all know, Kevin Patullo finally got what he deserved. I don't really feel like he got what he deserved because of talks he might still be on the staff. I think he should be out the building totally. Team, his usual everything. I think he should be kicked to the curb completely. But that ain't my call. As long as he ain't the OC, I can live with it. So the search is on. We got to discuss that, right? We've got a bunch of unrestricted free agents. We're going to talk about, from that list, who we believe we should sign. Got to talk about a couple of players and people involved with the collapse in the game and the collapse of the season. And one of those people I definitely want to focus on is one Arthur Wine Brown, because you beg for the ball and you drop the ball. And to me, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it above. We're going to talk about our opinion of the current state of the Philadelphia Eagles as an organization and as a team. And throw in some other things as well. More of an open discussion tonight. We really ain't going to follow the normal outline or any of that. But before we get into that, y'all, for the last time this season, season 4, got to get a little bit of that extra hype juice. So let's get it.
The kick is away, and the kick is, it's gone! And the Eagles win!
It's hard to come to South Philadelphia and leave here with the win. You just don't come to Philadelphia and leave here with the win.
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you. Let the celebration begin!
All right, good people. So it's time to get into the discussion. So I would like to start with A.J. Brown. The reason I would like to start with A.J. Brown is because, to me, he's the most disappointing thing out of all this. And I'll tell you why. We look at the piss poorness of the play calling from Kevin Patullo, the ineptitude of the organization to fix it. But there still were a lot of opportunities for games to be won. And why didn't we win those games? Because A.J. Brown was dropping balls. The same man, the first half of this season, was whining and running to the media crying because he didn't feel like he was getting enough touches when we were winning games. Ugly winning, granted, but we were winning. He starts getting the targets he wants, gets his 1,000-yard season. We start losing way more games. So in my mind, even with the poor play calling. If our number one receiver, top paid guy on the offense besides Jalen Hurts, does what we expect from him, we got a couple more wins. And then gap up and hug some teammates and bounce and not talk to the media. The same media that you used to get more touches, to get more throws your way so that you could drop them in key situations most of the time. You dipped and didn't want to talk to them. The owner had to come to practice and talk to you to get you to shut up. I'm going to give the rest of my thoughts here in a few moments. Benny, let's start with you. Any thoughts? As a matter of fact, we ain't going to do that. Anybody, any thoughts on A.J. Brown and his part in the demise of our season?
I just think once he started talking, that's when everything went downhill. Like, we understand you want the ball. Of course, all playmakers want the ball. That's what you are. You're a receiver, you want the ball, 1,000 yards, you have a great season, you have a great receiver, not the disputing his talent whatsoever. He wants the ball, I get it. But as soon as you started opening your mouth, everything went downhill. As far as the media, you already know how the media is in Philly. They gonna take something, they gonna run with it. All season they ran with it. Last year they ran with it with the book situation. This year they ran with it again. Oh, he don't sit next to Jalen. He only talked to Smitty. Oh, he gets the plays from Smitty. And then he go at it with Nick. And then it's a bunch of mess. And I just feel like after that, we started force feeding the ball so he can shut up. When we was force feeding the ball, we lost. The games we force fed him, we lost. Before he started saying something, it started coming naturally. Smitty and Goddard was having career-like seasons, in my opinion, before AJ said something. Even Smitty said, yeah, the offense could be different, but Smitty ain't saying nothing every week. Smitty went out there and did his damn job. Catching balls, getting laid out, still catching balls, because that's what Smitty does. He plays. He shuts up and he plays. So I know it's going to be a hit if we were to trade AJ this offseason or cut him with that June 1st. I don't know. Is it hard to replace an AJ? I mean, it could be hard to replace an AJ, but I feel like if we get a good, competent OC, you never know. I'm not saying will AJ change. He's still going to be the same guy. He's going to want the ball. So I just feel like as soon as AJ started talking, everything went downhill. He should, in my opinion, just stay quiet.
Anybody else?
Let me say this. And I said this plenty of times. And there's no disrespect to any Eagles fans out there. What we have in this receiving core is way better than what I had in my days. I get it. If you got a wide receiver diva who wants to complain, who wants to pout, who wants to be on the face of the media, I get all of that. For the years I've been watching the Philadelphia Eagles, I've never seen a wide receiver core this talented. And for him to do this year and last year, karma is a motherfucker. With him doing his shenanigans this year, this is why he didn't play well. This is why he was dropping passes. What comes around goes around. And what goes around comes right back to you. He left the game, didn't want to talk to the media, and I'm gonna tell you why. He was embarrassed. He was embarrassed. He didn't want to hear what reporters have to say. Even though they wasn't going to say, well, you was pouting about getting targets and stuff. Now they target you, and you talking about you want the ball in big time situation. Okay, that was a big time situation. Where were you? And you get into I don't know what type of heated discussion him and Nick Sirianni had on the sideline. Where were you? Real football players, even if they don't show up, they still talk to the media and say, yeah, it wasn't my day. He didn't even do that. But as Eagles fans, well, I'm going to speak for me. I don't care about anybody else.
We don't care about
I don't want to see him. I want him to redeem himself right here in this city with a new OC. And I believe he can do it. Because if we get rid of this dude, we're not getting another receiver at his caliber. You know it. Everybody knows it. So I don't give a fuck what he be doing. This guy came in and he was productive. Okay, he didn't do well this year. It wasn't for A.J. Brown. Those last two Super Bowls we wouldn't. Okay, Saquon had more to do with last year, but
the one that
when you got an A.J. Brown on your team, and he's drawing so much attention, it opens up for everybody else. But he needs to shut the fuck up sometimes. Stop bitching. He bitched more than my damn cat.
Not the cat.
Yes, I have a cat. I don't have a dog. He bitched more than my cat when my cat is ready to eat. But I get all of that. I played the game. I may not play it on a professional level. I played the game. There's been plenty of times I was a speedster. I wanted the ball all the time, but I had to learn how to be a team player. But when my opportunity came and I knew I had my man beat, and I wasn't getting paid playing this game, I gave the effort. And my effort paid off. I'm not trying to see him leaving this team. He need to humble himself, get himself together, revamp himself, go home, kiss his wife, play with his kids, and get with his higher power and say, please forgive me for my actions. And hope that whenever he do sit down with Jeffrey Lurie, you let him know, I'm not trying to leave. I want to be here. I want to be here. I want to win another ring with this team. Stop being a little bitch. That game Sunday.
You still going? Go ahead.
I'm done.
I'm gonna take a different stance than everybody. Now, I don't excuse the two balls that he dropped, especially down there at the 2-3 yard line. I don't excuse that at all. But from what I've heard, AJ been going through some things that not even feel related in life. So, and then having to come to work, it's just like you going to work with a boss and coworkers that you don't like. Okay, so I knew he didn't like Petula. It seemed like it was the same way when we had Brian Johnson. Like, AJ is a very competitive player, and he knows his capabilities, and so he gets frustrated when his capabilities aren't being used. And I felt like that really boiled over with him this year, plus whatever he was dealing with on the off the field issues that he has going on, which we know he got mental health issues as well. So I take a different stance. I don't blame AJ for being vocal. That's just who he is as a passionate player. You know, he wants the ball because, you know, he's always open. But I just feel like after a while, after all of the talk about him talking to the media and the things he was saying about wanting the ball, I think that it just took him down mentally. I think he really didn't like Kevin Petula and knew that Kevin Petula was not using any of the talent on the football team, and that probably made him even more upset. And so I just think that eventually he just gave up. I think he was just tuned out. Like you mentally checked the fuck out, and that's what he did. He checked out. Like it probably was the wrong time, but at the end of the day, even if he would have caught those passes, we still would have won that game. Maybe, maybe not. Because at the end of the day, the offense still gets down in the red zone and stalls. So I don't blame him that we didn't win that game because it was the whole offense. You know, Smitty did drop some balls as well. But I want to see AJ on his team. I'll get it together. I feel like once we get a new OC that understands everybody's talents, I feel like the whole football team will be a lot better. They've mentally checked out on Nick. Nick is no longer the cheerleader. They don't want to listen to Nick at all. So I feel like this is definitely on Howie and Lori. Now you can call that man in and talk about him talking to the media, but you couldn't call Nick and Petullo in and tell them, listen, we're gonna go ahead and get a consultant because you don't know what the hell you're doing. And we're not about to piss away this season because we have the talent. And they did not. So my blame and anger goes towards Howie and Lori for really just letting this go on, knowing by week 8 at least that Kevin Petula did not. You already know Nick Sirianni does not have the tools. So you knew by week 8, I'm going to say week 6, but just to give grace, week 8, that man did not have the capabilities to take us to pass the first round. And we got to remember, a lot of these games we won because the defense kept us in there. It wasn't just solely on the offense. The defense kept us in there a lot of these games. Just like Sunday, they had 2 or 3 turnovers, still keeping us in the game. And the offense couldn't do their part. So my main gripe is with Nick Sirianni, Kevin Petula, Jeff Lurie, and Howie Roseman for letting this go down. You had no problem going to get a consultant supposedly when the defense was trash in 2023. Then you didn't want to do it with the offense. So you just let us waste the season and waste talent, waste the year of talent for what reason? So that's my stance.
So let me give you guys my stance. We would have won the game if AJ Brown caught those 3 balls that he dropped. I 100% believe we would have won the game. We barely lost the game. My problem with AJ ain't that he talked. My problem is that you talked and then you didn't perform. Yeah, you got things going on off the field. So do we. So do everybody else. So guess what? When you step on that field, you put on that jersey, if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. He did not walk the walk this year. I'm 50-50 on AJ at this point. I wouldn't mind if he stays. I wouldn't mind if he goes. I do understand that it's more likely he's going to stay because the way his contract is structured, unless he's going to go and redo his contract to allow a trade, he's probably going to be here next year. But guess what? Benny, you're not going to get a reformed AJ. You're going to get the same guy that you got this year, the same guy that you got last year. You know what's funny? When we did have Brian Johnson, AJ was getting his touches. He wasn't really complaining that much. Right? Last year, he started reading books when we got Kellen Moore, and he wanted to spread the ball around more, include the tight end more, include the running back more, and do different things. That's when we started seeing more friction from AJ. Right? And that's okay. I get it. You're a wide receiver. You want the ball. But do you want to win? That's the question. And I don't know the answer to that for AJ Brown. Because we won the Super Bowl and he said it didn't make him happy. He went back to training right after we won, right? So I'm thinking, oh, we're going to get a more hungry AJ. We got just a more stat-driven AJ. Yeah, if we lose AJ, we lose what he does as far as the defense paying attention to him. Absolutely. But at the same time, let's look at a similar case in Seattle. Seattle, good defense, good running game. DK Metcalf, So many problems on and off the field. They moved on from him. They had another guy waiting, Jackson Smith and Jigba. We had no idea that he was going to be the wide receiver that he was this year, as well as other pieces that they brought in. They had a solid wide receiver group. Cooper Kupp was over there. You didn't hear a lot about Cooper Kupp, but he did enough for them. You know, he had other receivers that would get it done, but Jackson Smith and Jigba had an all-time year as a wide receiver because he was the focal point of offense and there wasn't drama in the locker room. The team was better because the drama was removed. So to sit here, for anyone to sit here and say, we're not going to acknowledge that A.J. Brown's drama affected the team, I don't know what universe you're in, but it's not the one the rest of us are in. He did affect the team in a negative way because of the things that he was doing. You come in, you're dropping balls. You're complaining the whole beginning of the season because you're not getting the ball through social media, through lies with your friends and all kind of stuff, right? The owner has to come and talk to you and say, chill out, AJ. Now, yeah, I'm not going to say AJ's the only piece, but that's what I'm talking about right now. We're going to get to Howie, Jeff, all them. And they all have a huge part to play in what happened to us. But A.J. Brown on the field, you want to be the number one guy. You want to be seen as a top receiver in the league. You got to do better at not dropping balls. And you got to do better at being a team player. It's not always going to be the A.J. Brown show. We talked about when we went to the Super Bowl last time, when we didn't win. We talked about when we did win the Super Bowl, how, hey, some weeks AJ going to get off, some weeks Devontae going to get off. This year they started including Dallas Goedert a lot more. So there was weeks where Dallas got the touchdowns, AJ or Devontae didn't get them. There were weeks where AJ got plays. There were weeks where Devontae got plays. There was weeks where it's just we thugged it out. The issue that I have is we have to understand. You have to hold your superstars accountable. I think we'd all agree A.J. Brown is a superstar on our team. So you have to play like one. Even when you have other things going on, you have to get out in that field and at least not be a distraction. That's what he didn't do a good job of this year. You were a distraction and your production did not offset that this year. Last year, you were a distraction, but your production offset the distraction that you were. So is he probably going to be back? Absolutely. I would have to honestly say I think he's going to be back because of the contract. But the situation is simply this. If you really want to be gone, if you don't want to be an Eagle anymore, then guess what? Sit down and redo the contract so we can lower those numbers so we can get rid of you. If you don't want to do that, then you want to stay with Philly. If you want to stay with Philly, you got to come back and you got to realize I got to eat again. I got to go find A.J. Brown from 3-4 years ago. I need to reconnect with him. I need to be that dog again. I need to be the 1K always open. That's what we need if he's going to return to this team. And again, I do believe he is. But AJ, you have got to be better for the Philadelphia Eagles to get where they want to go. And that may not mean 1,500 yards, but it means when your number is called, you're supposed to be the guy that catches the ball. You're supposed to be the high point guy. You're supposed to be the physical guy. You're supposed to be the guy that we need. On that last play, A.J. Brown was open. He just dropped the last 3 balls thrown his way. So the quarterback didn't have confidence in throwing him the ball. Can you blame him?
Nope.
You can't blame Jalen Hurts for saying this dude just dropped the last 3 passes that were catchable that I threw to him. I'm looking off him. Dallas Goedert had been catching the ball. Terrible read based on 3 people on him, but he had been catching the ball.
He had no choice. He had to make a play. Nobody was open.
Exactly. So let's use this as a transition piece. Nick Sirianni, Kevin Petula. Let's talk about them next. Who would like to start that conversation?
Oh, God.
What is there to talk about?
He's booty.
That they both
That's
fucking
something to talk
incompetent,
about.
and I don't know why Nick Sirianni gets all the fucking praise. Niggas is garbage. It's straight garbage. It's not
That's
a
what
coach.
there's to talk about. That's
I'm
what there
trying
is
to
to
talk
talk about.
about it. Like, I want him gone. I've been wanting him gone.
He
I don't
should have
want
been
him on my
gone, too.
team. He's not competent. He brings his own drama.
Yes, he does.
Everybody keep talking about, oh, well, he's done. He hasn't done a damn thing. It's his coordinators. Like, look at the stats when he doesn't have good coordinators.
Do better.
I'm tired of people going by them raggedy numbers. It has nothing to do with him. It's your coordinators.
I like that take.
As far as Kevin Petula, we knew he should have never been. You got picked over Brian Johnson. So that means you were trash from jump one. So I don't even know why it was allowed for him to even promote anybody. Nick Sirianni should never have say-so who's promoted on anything. So you just let us waste the season because you give him the keys once again when he proved to you the first time that he don't know what he's doing. And you give him the keys again, and then he say he's involved in the play calling, and the play calling still looks the same.
Maybe worse.
Like, that would make me mad as a player. Man, I'm not going to go out there and play. Man. That made me mad if I was a player. Real talk.
That statement that got put out. Oh, I had to do this. Nick, you ain't had to do nothing. This what had happened was. So when you did the whole BJ thing, how we came to you and say, look, you on your last leg in here. So if you don't do something quick, you gonna be gone. What happens? We go get Kellen Moore. Kellen takes us to the Super Bowl, wins the Super Bowl. Kellen leaves, gets a head coaching job. We stuck with KP, but he didn't learn from what happened internally last time with Brian. I was over KP from week one. Everybody was like, "Oh, Key, give him a chance." No, you crazy. Am I crazy now? Was everybody looking at me like I had 99 heads? Week one, I'm like, nope, don't like him. Don't like this. Oh, Key, give it a chance. All right, I'll give y'all a week 3. Nope, still ain't like it. But we 3-0, right? I don't like it. Nope, I don't like it. Week 4. To this day, I'm still going to tell you until I'm blue in the face. That was the best game we played all season against the Vikings. It was straight 4 quarters of football. After that, I don't know what the hell happened. No, I'm sorry. We got 2 games like that. The Giants game the second time. But that Minnesota
game. Can't forget the Raiders game.
We had to win that game. That's crazy. That was a must-win game. But that Minnesota game was like flawless. Like, that's how you want to blueprint a football game. But for Jeff, for Howie, for Nick to not know that everybody on TV, everybody around NFL was saying how bland and predictable our offense was, and you did nothing to try to fix it. That last play in the huddle, if you saw Jalen Hurts' body language, that got to tell you something right there. He probably was like, what the hell is this shit? But Jalen, at the same time, you don't like it, call something different. That's another thing we'll talk about. But I'm just saying, if you don't like it, call something different. But you don't have that I'm a change shit mentality. They can't do nothing to you if you change the play and we score. What they going to do? Oh, bench you? No. Good job, Jalen.
Even if we don't score, even if it's a 3-and-out, what they going to do to you? They're not going to do nothing to you. If the play doesn't work, ain't nothing happening to Jalen Hurts because he changed the play.
Like Nick Foles even said, Doug used to ask him, what's going on? What do you see? Nick don't ask Jalen that shit. What's going on, Jalen? What you see in the huddle out there? You know why? Because nobody likes his offense. Howie needs to tell him right now, look, this is it and that's all. You don't got no say in who we get. We changing the whole offense. We letting whoever's the OC control everything and bring who the hell he want to bring in. It's that's it and that's all. Jalen shouldn't have to keep going through coordinators every single year. It hurts him too. And if we can't do nothing, Nick gotta go. That's it and that's all. We need to take over his offense, whatever the hell it is. It needs to be gone completely. So Nick can just sit there and do what he do. Nothing.
That is very dumb.
He's the new head coach.
He should have got booted when KP got booted. And we sitting here waiting around. Why the hell is it Tuesday? Ain't nothing happened.
No, he should have got booted in 2023.
They should have got booted. He should have got booted at 0. Everybody should have got booted at 0. Go ask Doug how that. Go ask Doug. Oh yeah, he went to Super Bowl. How that went?
Because Doug ain't no yes man. Doug don't suck balls.
And hire his homies. I mean, Press Taylor, but they both got the boot too.
Well, he wanted to, but he got fired. That's why he got fired.
Yeah, pretty much.
Play ball.
The people he was trying to promote, they was like, "Nah, you're fired."
Right.
But yeah, but they should have been gone a while ago. I feel like right now Nick's seat is his ass is hot. It better be. It's hot. It's not even warm and toasty. No, it's hot.
No, it ain't because he's sucking balls. Be honest.
Being like, I don't even know what to say behind that.
Johnson and the Ball Boys. My bad. Go ahead, Benny. My bad.
Oh boy.
Then he like, what the hell I'm gonna say after that? You find out Benny shut up once.
That was a lot of passion from T. I like it.
How can you be around all these good-minded coaches and not learn a motherfucker?
Because they're your
You
subordinates.
want to keep talking about your time in Indy under Frank, your time in Kansas City.
He got fired
I
from
don't know
there.
who was the head coach. It wasn't Andy Reid because when Andy Reid came in, he got rid. He said, "I don't want these."
No, for real. Nick Sirianni got fired from Kansas City.
Exactly, but he was
When
in
Andy Reid
Kansas
came,
City
he was
before
like, no.
Andy Reid came.
Yeah, Andy Reid came. Andy Reid was like, "No, get him out of here."
No, I don't want none of these clowns.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
And but why we gotta get the scraps and
He went to
when he first got here, I'm like, this ain't gonna be good.
Then he went from San Diego.
Rock, paper, scissors with players. I was like, bro.
You go to San Diego. From San Diego, you go to the Colts. So you're supposed to be. I got to put strong emphasis on this. Around all these good-minded coaches, and you ain't learned a motherfucker thing. There's no way. What you on that, Shane? What are you smoking? You come to a city, and a GM give you. When you come to Philadelphia, okay, the shell of the car was just a shell. But once how we put all that together, we get a Lamborghini. And then you're going to try to drive a Lamborghini thinking that Lamborghini is an automatic? It's not automatic. It's manual.
We done went to back driving to damn Pinto.
That is manual.
We got a Lamborghini with a Ford engine in it.
Exactly. And you can't do that.
Well, now we got the Sanford and Son truck with all the junk on
it. You big dummy.
Nick is a big dummy.
I just don't understand. I was always told, never be afraid to ask for help.
But you forget.
You
look a little.
I'm not the smartest guy in the room, but when you put me in my element, where I know I have good input, I can show my intelligence. You're not the smartest guy in that organization because truthfully, I'm listening to Nick Foles breaking shit down, telling the world, you could have brought Nick Foles in to be your quarterback coach to help out with play call. Who can do it better? A person who was a quarterback playing in the league.
Well, sir, that still negates what we want. We want somebody with experience. Nick Foles ain't got no experience.
Exactly.
Either. So I don't want him either, to be honest.
I don't want him either. Nick Foles is trash.
I'm just making an example.
No,
I ain't asking the organization to hire him.
I don't want nobody.
Okay, thank you, Nick Foles, for being on the squad, helping us win our first Super Bowl. Thank you. I'm always be grateful to him for that.
Well, remember, he had to go get a consultant. He needed a consultant to win that Super Bowl.
Because I really don't give Doug all the credit.
I mean, you can't get nobody.
Because it wasn't for Frank Wright going back to see what Nick Foles did good with Chip Kelly.
But that's what happens when you have a coordinator who knows how to do their job.
Exactly.
Understands what it's like, what the purpose is. Your head coach shouldn't have to step in and call plays, but you shouldn't promote a guy who doesn't have experience when you tried it already. It doesn't work. So I'm gonna jump off Keys back real quick and say, if Nick Foles, excuse me, I got Nick Foles in my mind. If Nick Sirianni has any say so in any offensive coordinators going forward, Howie Roseman, your ass need to be fired with him.
Exactly.
Both of y'all need to go.
He don't get nothing. Nick, just sit your matter of fact, don't even be in the building when we figure out who we gonna be OC. Just stay home. We will call you. How about that? We will let you know. We got so and so, and guess what? You're not gonna do nothing. Just sit there and be the cheerleader that you is.
And I read some reports that I read some reports that go ahead, dude.
Well, they went and asked Frank Wright who should be the coordinator when we got Kellen Moore. So I just didn't understand why you went back to Nick.
I'm gonna say this. I read a report that they've been reaching out to candidates, and the candidates have been saying, do we have autonomy as the OC? Because if Nick's gonna be meddling in the offense, I don't want to come there.
That's
so now you have
shut up.
Yeah,
don't say
guys,
shit.
Yeah, you have guys that have experience calling plays that are saying, I will come and coach the offense in Philadelphia. But Nick Sirianni better stay out my face. This better be my decision to play Vic Fangio.
Do you think that's why Kingsbury didn't want to come the first time?
That's why he didn't come.
Nick didn't want him.
Because Kingsbury, he wanted full control of the offense. He wanted to bring in his philosophy.
We don't want your philosophy.
Way better than what.
My thing is, I don't mind a philosophy shift, but I want a guy who's been a successful offensive coordinator in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Kingsbury has been a successful offensive coordinator, but what he was as a head coach is not very good. So this would be a good place for a guy like him to rehabilitate. Right, that's what I'm saying. But this would be a second chance for him to rehabilitate if he doesn't get a head coaching job. This would be a second chance for him to rehabilitate. The thoughts on him. I think that a lot of the guys we're reaching out to are probably in contention for head coaching jobs as well. But we'll get to that in a few minutes. So now. Anything you guys would like to tell two distinct individuals within the hierarchy of the Philadelphia Eagles? And that would be one, Howard Arterius Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie. Anything y'all would like to say to them?
Need for Jeff Lurie to start learning something about some football. I don't want him to be a Jerry Jones. But I think at certain points in time, you need to interject. You need to interject with Howie. You need to interject with old Nicky boy. If it was me, I'd be like, get this nigga off my team ASAP. Period. Point blank, period. Like, Howie, I gave you a chance. 2023, you sucked up for him. I let him stay. He need to be gone. Off my team, out my locker room is what I would have told. I need for him to sometimes step up and really put his foot to the metal. Howie, I don't even know what to say about you. Everybody's wanting Howie we trust. Yeah, Howie has done decent from some seasons and brought in some decent talent. But the way that he dismantled this team when all he had to do was add to this team, I didn't like that. Like, you just dismantled the whole team with the defense. Luckily, the defense was able to keep up and be as good as they are with Vic Fangio. But what if we didn't have Vic Fangio and you would have let those people go? Some of those key critical people that could have stayed. We would have been trash. I am tired of every other season having to rebuild. People are like, oh, well, we just won a Super Bowl. Okay, why can't we win one the next year and the next year and the next year when we have the talent? What is the point of waiting every 1 or 2 or 3 years to win a Super Bowl? If you have the talent, go out there and win it. Don't nobody else wait. The Patriots didn't wait. The Chiefs didn't wait. Nobody else waited. We the only ones want to wait every other year to go get a Super Bowl. Like, people just going to keep living and keep playing forever. Like, no. If you have the talent, just add to it and go out there and win a Super Bowl. Like, we waited forever. I didn't even think Philadelphia would ever win a Super Bowl in my days of living.
Nope.
And we have 2. Possibly could have had 3 this year if we would have had kept some people and had a good coordinator.
Could have been 4 if we beat the Patriots the first time. So I'm just...
Facts. But I need for Howie just sit down somewhere sometimes because he do too much.
Like you said, this is when we need Jeff to step in and be like, Howie, what the hell? What are you doing? I need Jeff to get an ounce of some blackness in it. What are we doing, sir? What is this? Because by week 4, I would have been bitching. This offense ain't right. Yeah, we 4-0. This offense ain't right. Something need to get fixed. Either something. But I don't want Jeff to be Jerry because God knows we don't need another Jerry in this league. But yeah, you can tell he ain't a football guy. He's not. So that's where he brings in Howie at. But Howie needs to know this team ain't right. And something got to go. So he probably did give Nick ultimatum. Either you don't fire your boy or your ass can go too. And Nick was like, oh shit, I need my job. Let me fire my boy. But we still not gonna boot him. We just not gonna have him at OC. And get out of here. So he can do another job wrong. You gonna put him back in the passing coordinator? You gonna put him back in the booth? What you gonna make him?
Should make him no longer part of the organization.
Exactly.
You think he again at 0? His ass should have been gone. Why we had to wait till Tuesday? 0. He should have got Herm Edwards style right on the field. Here you go, sir. Your services are no longer need. Give me your key card. Don should have walked his ass out in front of the door where the fans walk out so they can crucify his ass.
That mug should have been packing his bags before we even went on the field. Whole office should have been cleaned out.
We will give you, you know what? Don't call us. We will mail you your check.
I wish he would have done again and just stayed wherever. Shut his ass off in New York. Leave him there.
They don't want him. I hope they did, but they don't want him.
Dallas, go hire again, and so I can laugh.
Oh, they're trying to get our DB coach.
I hope he turns him
If
down.
the Eagles are smart, they need to hire that man and give him an offense assistant head coach job. So make him an assistant too, so he don't go nowhere. So when Vic go, that's his replacement.
Exactly.
But of course,
They're not
you
smart.
know, what do we know?
And then plus you gotta remember too, with these guys, they don't want to wait. You know what I'm saying? Our DB coach, he don't want to wait. I wouldn't go to Dallas because they fire the defense coordinator every year. I wouldn't go there. You know what I'm saying? That's my hater side. I wouldn't go there, but these guys want to get their position while they hot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he would stay even if we gave him more money to wait for Vic. That's the problem. When you got a guy like Vic, right? Because we have two sides of the same problem. One side we got OC. We always get a new OC because they either suck and get fired, or we're winning Super Bowls and they're getting
And they
other
get hired.
jobs, or we're going to Super
Right.
Bowls and they get other jobs as head coaches. Then on the defensive side, now we had the issue of we got Vic, who's going to probably be around for a minute. So guys that are in under him are going to be like, you know what? I'm not going to stay here and wait till this dude decides to retire. I'm going to go and get an opportunity while people want me, especially if you are a person of color. Let's be real. You got to strike while the iron's hot. You can't wait 2 or 3 years and hope that the Eagles keep their word. This organization, I'd be out. Lifetime fan. If I was a coach and they was like, yeah, we're going to make you the next DC, I'd be like, mm-hmm. And I go give me another job. Now, when the job come open, you can come holler at me, but I'm not going to sit here and wait. I'm not playing with y'all. So I think that's the situation with guys under him. Benny, did you have anything you wanted to say to Howie and Mr. Leary, as players call him Mr. Leary?
All I got to say is, yo, stop! I should have pulled the plug. Matter of fact, y'all shouldn't have put the plug in the socket. If you saw what happened when we promoted from within, we lose Kellen, and then when Nick comes to you, say, I want to make Petrullo, they should right there before he even get his next word in, he said, no. I just want to hear what you have to say. We're going to go find somebody outside. Because you see what happens when we get somebody from outside. But once again, you got so good. You were just so happy, gun-ho, because we won the Super Bowl. You're not thinking of about having a killer instinct of trying to repeat. You think somebody, you think a SEPTA driver can come in and drive a Lamborghini?
No.
Especially how your job, man. Just do your job, man. You want to if y'all want to hire somebody, you better make that pot so sweet. Make it so sweet that will make this dude come. And you have to let them know and say, look, let Nick know. He's in control of the offense. Stay out the way. Because once they said to when Vangio took Nick, I got this. Nick don't fuck with Vangio. That's what Howie and Jeffrey need to do. Tell Nick, you're the coach. He's the offensive coordinator. Let him do his job. Let him run the offense.
Right, you got an offensive coordinator. Let his ass offensive coordinate.
Yeah, that's what the reports are. The guys they're talking to, that's what they're telling them. They're saying that, yeah, you're going to have complete control of the offense. It's going to be, whatever offense you want to run, your personnel. Of course, you got to keep Jeff Stoutland. But, other than that, you bring in.
The other thing, I hear you on that, cool. I hear you on that. The only person that should be there on that offensive staff is Stoutland. Get rid of those other clowns. What the hell does Aaron Moore here do?
But
don't
that's
get rid of
definitely
Scott.
up to.
Because if you be real, I swear Scott. I'm telling y'all, Scott was doing them old ghost OC plays, and then Nick and Kevin came.
Oh no, keep Scott. We gotta go back to. I forgot about Scott. My bad. We gotta
go back to normal and be conservative again. We can't let Scott.
The thing is, you have to. Scott should be a candidate for an OC job. To be real.
Yep.
Because here's the thing.
He the only of the in-house that I would do because he got
experience calling plays and being a head coach in college. So he understands that piece. That's why he should be a candidate. My thing is this. Jeffrey Lurie. There are times where I would agree with everybody here. You need to step in and say, yo, that's not going to work, man. We're not doing that. He's not going to promote another guy from the staff that doesn't have experience. Because I just want to make it clear with everybody. I think I speak for everybody. I would say it's not that he's promoting from the staff. It's that he's promoting from the staff people that have no experience. If you got somebody that got experience and you want to promote them, we rock with it. But you've shown that your ability to actually say this guy doesn't have experience, but he's going to be good is negative. You have no ability to do so. You just see a guy you like and you say, that's my buddy. I want him to promote him. So Nick should have no say on whoever's OC in the offensive staff any longer. Howie. Every other year we should be saying fire Howie Roseman. But see, Howie's an arrogant prick. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. Howie's an arrogant prick. We win or we get to the Super Bowl and he feels like, oh, I could just pay whoever now. I could just get whoever I want. No. There's something to be said, and you need to understand this, Howard Arterius Roseman. You need to understand this. When you get a good group of guys that know how to play together and it's not killing the cap, why not keep them? Why do you have to go out and get new people? Why do you have to get rid of guys like CJ, GJ, Darius Slay? You know, guys like that. Isaiah Rodgers. But Rodgers was a free agent, so it was his decision in part. Right? But Slay was still on the team. CJ, GJ was still on the team. You pushed those guys away by trade and by cutting them. So my problem is you're letting guys go that could be part of the team that will make a difference. If we had CJ, GJ on this roster this year, I think the defense is a little bit better. I think Reed Blankenship plays better with CJ, GJ. But Howie doesn't see that. All Howie sees is numbers and fitting somebody in a slot. So he thinks he can take a lesser player and fit him in the slot for CJ, GJ, and that's going to work. He thinks he could trade a guy that's one of the hearts and soul of the defense for some jabroni named Juventud, basically, and a guy that never even makes the real roster. And that's a good trade. So Howie, I need you to stop being an arrogant prick. I need you to humble yourself and say, let me go get guys that are going to fit in the system we're trying to do for 2-3 years, and let me actually let them play out their contracts and stop trying to flip everybody and buying into this crap that, oh, Howie's the wheeler and dealer of the NFL. He makes some good moves. He makes some good picks, but you screw up a lot too. So I'm going to need you to humble yourself, understand that what you need to do is you need to keep the veterans that you have and let them play out their contracts and let them help the team be better and not this crap that you've been doing too. So there's that. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. Just real quick. We're going to pop back. The next thing we're going to be talking about is who will we keep from our list of free agents, of unrestricted free agents that we have for the organization going into next season.
Cool McCain.
You thought you wanted Gunther against Chad Gable, but you didn't. And I'm going to tell you why. Chad Gable would take everything that Gunther's done and bury it.
The Playmaker.
It was on site. AJ Styles walked out there, seen LA Knight. Oh, okay. Then LA Knight hopped out the car. Let's go.
Break down everything in TNA, AEW, and all of the WWE programming. Join these two kings, monarchs of wrestling, live every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central on the Play Caller Sports Talk YouTube channel.
All right, good people, and we're back. So we have a list of free agents. So I'm gonna do. Well, let's just do it this way. We'll make it real simple. I'm gonna get the list up. I'm gonna call out the names, guys. Give us a yay or nay. There we go. Okay. So unrestricted free agents. Safety Reed Blankenship. Yay or nay?
He needs to stay. That's a yay.
All right. Linebacker N'Kobe Dean.
Yay.
As much as I love N'Kobe, injury prone, but when he on the field, he dominates. But we got Campbell, so I wouldn't be too bad if I wouldn't feel as bad if Dean was to walk.
Either.
For Blankenship and Dean, I'm gonna say depending on the money, but I would say we probably definitely need Blankenship more just because where we're at safety now is basically Blankenship and McCooper. Whereas we do have a little bit more, at linebacker. But the money's right. I wouldn't mind keeping either one, both of them. All right, defensive end Jalen Phillips, the big trade.
We need to find a way to keep his ass.
Yeah,
gotta keep him. Gave up a draft pick for him.
It's the play. I don't even care about the draft pick. It's the play.
Gotta
Aziz, defensive end Aziz Ojulari.
Yeah,
keep go.
Yeah.
Defensive end Brandon Graham.
Yay.
If he wants to play, I say yay.
Yeah, and he already know his role. Like he's not going to be a starter, but I'm cool with BG coming back.
He's like the mayor. We need his leadership.
Right. It's not really what he's going to do on the field. The leadership would be very important. I agree. Diva, you say yay too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Defensive end Josh Uche. Nay.
He can go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defensive end Agbo Okonkwo.
Who?
We got from
Nay.
Cleveland.
Nay. We don't even know who he is, right? Nay.
He got hurt in the preseason.
He been hurt.
Oh hell.
Yes. Tight end Dallas
That's the dude
Goedert.
from Cleveland.
Yay.
Gotta deserve to stay.
Yay.
As much
Who?
as we
Dallas Goedert.
Got her.
as much as
Gotta
we
keep him, man. We
as
drafted
much
him.
as we say, oh, Goddard, he gonna typically take his time off and get hurt. He deserved that to stay this year.
He did better this
Hey,
year.
he didn't miss no games this year, did he?
He did
Yeah.
better this year.
I'm talking about this year.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He missed a couple of
How many
games. But he
games he
did
missed?
better.
Like 2 or
There
3.
was as many.
All right, it wasn't 7.
No,
Still,
it
we
wasn't
got to keep him.
They did better, but I'm saying, yeah, I would keep him. Backup tight end Grant Calcaterra.
He can
Yeah.
go.
I keep Grant.
I say
So
yeah.
we can get
You're
another
right,
tight end in the draft.
We don't really draft tight ends.
No, we don't.
We can get him as an unrestricted free agent, rookie free agent.
I mean,
But teach him how to block.
I feel
Yeah,
like,
Calcaterra sucks at blocking. Good God.
well, man, I told y'all when we drafted him, man, he had so many concussions, he retired from football at one point. He ain't about to hit nobody.
Yep. Stop and say Kyle Pitts can replace Goddard.
I mean, I ain't all the way against a Kyle Pitts, but you got to pay Kyle Pitts. That's my thing. Like, you got to look at, you got to pay him. Right now, I think we got like 28 million or something.
Yeah.
All right, we got a couple of comments here, y'all. Let's slide through them real quick. We've been going hard. We ain't really got the comments yet, so let's slide through these comments. Apologies, y'all. We just been on it today. All right. AJ Brown's a crybaby. He needs to go for real. So Scrub says. Little G Griffin says Eagles keep AJ Brown. What up, Scrub? Eagles keep AJ Brown. Little G says he's working at the YMCA gym today. That's what's up. Scrub says AJ Brown, another TO. The Eagles maxed out on him, and now it's time to move on. He does also say Benny's extra hot today. Yeah, big proud boy. When you see the veins in his face, that's when you know Vinny getting extra hot.
Damn.
Rob says, "What up, folks?" And Beanie is snapping tonight. Benny, yeah. Benny
What up, bro?
They be loving to see Benny snap, though. They be like, Benny snapping. Scrub says Sirianni isn't head coach material. He should have been fired Monday,
Sunday.
Told you at 0, I would have been pink slipping people.
But y'all ain't want to see me Sunday.
It's always what I'm saying. Ball Johnson is the board.
Yeah, Diva is mean, yo. Diva do be being mean, but she can't help that. It's in her blood. She can't help it.
I was about to throw my TV out there.
She can't even help it. She can't help it. Scrub says, I wouldn't go for Kingsbury. He's not good at any job. Wow. All right. Fly Eagles Fly 2 times champions says, I'm still pissed at Patullo. As you should be, sir. As you should be.
As it says, pissed in the background with cool. Pissed.
Right.
Topper says, I don't think it's easy to move on from AJ if you're willing to. I agree. That's why I say he probably going to be there just because of the contract, unless he's going to redo that contract. So that guaranteed money ain't killing us like that. Fly Eagles Fly says, when we get a new OC, Howie needs to tell Nick to do his job and let the OC do his job. If he doesn't, then Howie need to go too.
Thanks.
Rob says Al Harris deserves a DC job. They ain't got nothing to do with us.
Yeah,
nothing at all.
He over there in Chicago.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing to do with us. And Topper from Florida says Vic probably not retiring for another 5 years. That's why I say we ain't gonna keep nobody for 5 years. We keep nobody for 3 years. These boy about to move on.
Unless you really that loyal to a team and you know that time has come and you want to really want to be that sponge. So when your time comes, I get it. But you know,
who is that loyal? Ain't nobody that loyal now.
And we don't really people on the D.
The whole show ain't, because they know you ain't loyal to them. Topper says, if I was Howie, I would try my hardest to keep Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter together in the future.
Oh, he better keep Jordan Davis.
If he doesn't, then he needs to be relieved of his duties as a GM. Topper does say Kyle Pitts can replace Goddard. Pitts, I think, will cost more than Goddard.
I think Dallas you can get not for
no more high price.
Yeah, he played for a reasonable amount this year, so he might want a little bit more in a couple of years. But I'd rather have Goddard because I know what he can do in the offense than Pitts, who snaps sometimes, but then half the time he just disappears. Topper brings up a great point. Michael Trigg from Baylor will also be a great replacement for Goddard. But here's what I'm gonna say: we have to draft defense early because Howie don't want to pay nobody on the defensive side.
Facts.
So a lot of the better offensive players we ain't gonna never get a chance to get because we got to keep drafting defense, and then we pick it in the 20s. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the better players in most positions gonna be gone, but you know it depends on runs. Scrub says don't get Pitts, keep Goddard. He says Kyle Pitts is a sorry good player.
How is he sorry and good?
That's a great way to describe him actually, because he'll have monster games and then he just disappear.
Well, I can't say nothing because I tell my man child all the time he the smartest dumb kid I know. So
there you go. Yeah, so appreciate everybody tapping in. Keep your comments coming. We just into it, so you know when we have these shows, it may take a little bit before we get to the comments, but we gonna get to them because that's what we do. We gonna get to them. All right, so
we at Granson now.
I don't know what Granson can do because
he really do nothing.
When has he had an opportunity to do anything?
That's why he can go.
Yeah, I say he can go. He can go. I say he can go.
Might be a diamond in the rough.
Do nothing in practice to show the coaches that you're ready. Then see you later, man.
He the third stringer. He ain't got time to do shit.
Right.
That's why I say I don't know. Whatever. But
you the third stringer for a reason.
Might be better than Grant.
He done made some plays though. He caught the ball a few times. Oh, Jahan Dotson. I would love to see him stay, but
man, he's gonna cost a lot. He's gonna want some money.
It ain't no point. I mean, AJ don't ever see the boy no way, so might as well. I mean,
Yeah, you might just keep Darius Cooper and let him go.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's a name.
Gotta bring my boy Johnny back. Hopefully he don't get hurt again.
Oh, Johnny be back. You know Johnny be back. He's on the rookie. All right.
AJ Dillon.
Go ahead, Diva.
AJ Dillon.
I would say
that's a waste of money.
Bring Tank back. Yep.
Gotta bring.
Yeah,
well, Tank is a free agent.
No, Tank is still on his rookie contract, sir. Calm down.
All right, so he ain't. All right, don't scare me like that. All right.
He's not on the list, sir. He's on the list. Calm down.
Okay.
No, he's not on the list. All right, Fred Johnson. Yes.
Yay.
Fred gotta stay. Damn it.
Fred definitely gotta stay.
All right.
I was devastated when he left.
Offensive guard Brett Tall.
So he can stay.
Yay for the right money.
He was, in my opinion, he was better. He was better at center when Cam was out.
Yeah, he is.
Cam got to get healthy though. But yeah, Brett.
Him and Landon. Landon been. Whew.
Yeah.
Matt Pryor.
Lane.
Oh hell no, he got to go.
He got to go.
Pryor is not what he was advertised to be.
Should never brought him back the first time. Oh my god.
Quarterback Sam Howell.
Get him out of here. He wasn't no voice in the room.
Bye.
And punter Braden Mann.
No, I wasn't Braden. He can bring Braden can come back.
Let's keep Braden Mann. Punters don't cost you a lot anyway.
Nope. No. They only cost you $2.
50 cents.
Well, I know what you need to do. You need to get rid of darn Jake Elliott, Missy Elliott. Bye. Your time is up here, sir.
I can't stand the rain.
I can't stand the kicks.
Facts.
I can't stand
extra points.
You keep missing. You keep missing.
Crazy word.
Yep.
Crazy word. All right, so Taba got a couple of things to defend Kyle Pitts. So, all right. He says, shit. I'd be a sorry good player, too, if I had Desmond Ridder as my QB.
Good point, Taba.
Nobody will ever argue that point with you, my guy. Nobody will argue that point with you because that's real stuff. All right. They gave the man a washed Kirk Cousins and an injury-prone rookie QB. They did. He had some good games, but he just don't. To me, it's when he get opportunities, he don't consistently capitalize. Right? I don't expect him to be like 1,000-yard tight end in that offense. But I feel like he doesn't consistently capitalize when he gets opportunities. Scrub says at top of, yeah, the QB play has been subpar, but Pitts be playing subpar himself, so I'm not shooting him no bail. Shooting him no bail. Scrub is a country person, y'all. Shooting him no bail. I ain't mad at it, though. I heard it a couple times before. Always in the South, by the way. So, OC. One person you would like to have as OC. Diva. We'll come back to you, Benny.
Mike McDaniel.
Key.
I'm on the McDaniels train.
I don't know.
He'll fit right in. He's a psychopath. He'll fit right in here.
I like McDaniel, but I mean, we got to have more than McDaniel because McDaniel might get a head coaching job. And then
I got at least top 3.
So to be different, I'm going to say I would like Brian Daboll because he has coached Hurts before as his OC.
He's on my list too, yep.
I think he would bring some semblance of normalcy and somebody that has at least some head coaching experience.
And tell Nick to shut the hell up.
Yeah.
That part.
I do like Mike McDaniel too, so I'm not saying I don't like Mike. I'm just saying somebody other than Mike for me. Scrub
They're
says
talking
Mike
about-
McDaniels would be a good pickup as an OC, but dude is weird. Hey,
That's what I'm saying. He'll fit
Yeah.
right in.
hey.
But they said they was reaching out to him and Darren.
Don't he
Stefanski.
look like a nerd?
Yeah, but
It's
like I
like
said,
a
I think
nerd
the
that
problem
can
is both of
call
those
shit.
dudes
I'll take
are
that.
going to
Exactly.
get coaching jobs.
Yo,
And
he
he's not
bring that.
nerdy-
He bring that Kyle Shanahan type of stuff with him.
And he's not a nerd anymore, sir. He has been a cool guy down in Miami.
Yeah,
He got tan and all that.
This still been
wouldn't you
weird.
be if you was in Miami?
So he's not a nerd anymore, sir. He's a cool guy now.
Still been a weirdo.
Around all. My
But he's a
I
weirdo.
forgot we got
If
ladies in.
he can
in
help
camp.
to it, just imagine what he can do with Jalen.
What Gucci say, he's a real weirdo.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
Weirdos can be good coaches, though. We ain't asking you.
All right,
to, watch our kids. We just asking you to coach the football team, the offense.
I love y'all, and I will catch y'all in a few months. But Carolina basketball on, y'all. And I gotta
Oh
go watch
Lord, she
Carolina.
leaving us in UNC.
Yeah. It's
Hey,
college
Louisville.
basketball time. Eagles are not doing anything. We are at home in Cancun, so it's Tar Heel.
We on the couch with Dallas, asking
Yeah.
us what kind of snacks to bring.
Yeah, it's Tar Heel time.
All right. Cliff
Cliff did a
said,
great job.
Papa says, Cliff did great with Jalen his rookie year. Let's just not a good head coach. I agree with that. And he
Yeah.
fixes it year. I know how that is. So, guys, we talked about the OCs, all that good stuff. We could talk about who we would like to have on the team in free agency when we come back together. I think maybe we'll do one free agency show and then a draft reaction. And then after that, we'll pick back up probably around training camp. Just because, give everybody a break, the listeners a break. But we'll be dropping some shorts and different stuff in between there, but as far as actual full shows. So, any last comments in our season finale for season 4, Eagles Elite Podcast?
We'll be waiting for August, September.
And I just want to see that notification that we got somebody. That's all, and it better be somebody good. If not, all hell gonna break loose.
I would like to say this. Just because the season is over, I'm still doing shirts, y'all. So come find me on Facebook, Benny Boom. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Holla.
I would like to say for all the people that be trying to say slick stuff about my QB and about different quality individuals on the team.
You know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
Oh, and by the way, just so y'all don't forget,
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
especially when you get the crap away from the cream. Now we got the crap away. Let's hopefully get something solid so we can get back to where we need to be next year, which is looking for and attempting to get Super Bowl number 3.
Facts.
Scrub says Brian Daboll would be a good pickup too, and he's unhinged himself.
He is.
2 laughing emojis, and then Topo comes back with a laughing emoji as well. Hey, shout out to everybody who's been in this
I can see him telling Nick, "Shut the hell up. Take your ass over there and hush."
Shout out to everybody who's been in the chat, everybody who's been watching this year, everybody who's been supporting the show from year 1 or whenever you found it. And while we have this hiatus or sabbatical, however you want to say it, please make sure you're checking out the channel for content. Hey, please still be sharing, let people know about it, getting people to go ahead and sign up and get right with your people. When we come back, we're coming back strong. All right, y'all. For the last time this season, we signing out. Appreciate it, everybody. Shout out to these 3 individuals here for rocking with me. I've been going through it, y'all. I've really been going through it. Y'all don't even know the half of it. But
Yeah,
it's all good. It's all good. You know why? Because the Eagles still the best team in the league, even though we lost. And if you don't like that, piss on you.
Right.